It's up to all of us to fight against apartheid, genocide, and occupation. We take pride in resisting oppressive forces. We've witnessed the strength and dedication of Palestinians to have complete and total freedom. Our role is, in their freedom struggle, is to dismantle the many entities within the U.S. to fund and prop up the Zionist state. Alongside the organized masses, I believe we can usher in a new world that serves the many and not the few. If you're an artist that would like to join us and commit your art to build the momentum for Palestine, visit agaistapartheid.org to sign the letter. All right, peace, y'all. Peace if you're willing to fight for it.
What's up, everyone who's joining us? We're live at the global shutdown for Palestine, outside the Consulate General of Israel in the so-called Atlanta, hosted by the Party for Socialism and Liberation in Atlanta and the Palestinian Youth Movement. We're going to try to get you closer to the speakers. We're going to be listening. We're going to be observing. Again, we're here for Stop Cop City, Block Cop City, weeks of action, days of action. But trying to get closer to the speakers. I don't think it's going to happen. There's a lot of people here. They're shoved on the sidewalks. Please try to make sure people stay on the sidewalks. People are marching right across. Let's say we're going to march. It's
We need to keep building an independent movement, independent from the two capitalist parties, the Republicans and Democrats. We can't fight this war. We need to organize. Please, if you want to stay organized, you can. What's something you can do right now is take out your phone and text the word liberation to 55444. Text the word liberation to 55444. excuse for us to get used to the horrific scenes we see. Not an excuse for us to hear about another airstrike of people being found in body parts and be okay with it. If there is one thing people know about us is how resilient we are. So we pause.
We're trying to get closer to the speakers. I apologize. It doesn't seem like we're going to be able to. I'm not sure where they're even at.
I'm here to ask the students to speak up. Around the country, students are being targeted. Students are being doxxed. Students are getting fired from their jobs. They are trying to silence us by intimidating us. They're trying to silence us by punishing us. But we are not going to be silenced. They cannot scare us into silence. When we say from the river to the sea, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. When we say that, when we say from the river to the sea, they say, they're telling us we support terrorism. Saying we support terrorism. At the same time, they are telling us that they stand with Israel no matter what. They're standing with Israel through apartheid. They're standing with Israel through the killing of 10,000 people, through genocide. Is that not the definition of terrorism? Is that not terrorism? Yes! I'm a law student at Emory. And people are afraid. People are afraid on campus. People are afraid, and I understand. I understand being afraid. We feel like we have to choose between our values and our future, and I need to tell you, there is no future worth protecting if the cost is genocide. There is no future worth protecting. This is not the future I believe. This is not the future I'm fighting for, so we have to speak up. Now is the time to speak up. Student voices do matter. They matter. I promise you they matter. When I'm at Emory, people say, why do it? Why speak? Nobody cares.
We're going to try to get you all closer. Just bear with us. Excuse me. Oh, they're going to march to the walls. Well, let's go.
Speakers, before we march,
Pardon me.
I want you to listen now to Ryan from the Answer Coalition. Give it up. Free, free Palestine.
Sorry, we'll bring this camera closer. Pardon me.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
All right, thank you, everybody. Again, my name is Ryan. I am from the Answer Coalition. We are an anti-war movement in the United States that was founded in the lead up to the Iraq War. And I want to be clear on one issue. This is not a war. This is a genocide. That's right. But it is a long project of war by the United States. What Joe Biden said today when he was asked, is there an opportunity for a ceasefire? He said no. There is no opportunity. Shame! But I want to ask, why is Joe Biden the one who gets to say there is no opportunity?
He's a one-term president!
He is not the Prime Minister of Israel. The Prime Minister of Israel is from New Jersey. Shame! Israel is an outpost of colonialism for the United States, and it is a very, very American project. Let's follow the money a little bit. America gives $3.8 billion on average every year the American government is trying to give $14 billion more of our money. But I want us to go a little bit further with this analysis. This money doesn't just come from nowhere. The United States doesn't just whip itself into a genocidal frenzy every once in a while and decides that it wants to wipe out an entire population of people. No, this is a project of American imperialism. These decisions are made in the boardrooms of Lockheed Martin and the Shell Corporation and all of these billionaires who profit when Gaza is destroyed, when Israel is given billions of dollars in bombs and weapons. This makes them money. But again, it is our money. And we have the power to take it back. Yes. But we cannot take it back alone or by ourselves. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live
Thanks for joining us. We're here in Atlanta, Georgia. Shut it down for Palestine action. Tons of people, really active. There's also traffic going back and forth through this road. Well, you can see that people are waving Palestine flags out the windows of their vehicles.
When we see that there are dock workers refusing to transport
The police have now surrounded the car that has a person flying a Palestine flag outside of it. People are booing the police, surrounding the vehicle. I'll watch your back. So people are telling the police to let them go. It looks like police are moving back now. It looks like the vehicles may be allowed to move forward. There's the vehicle that was revving its engine, the excitement. People were cheering out the windows. You see them waving Palestine flags out the windows. The people that wanted the vehicle to be allowed to leave, and it looks like now it's being allowed to leave. The police backed up.
Today, I stand before you with a heavy heart, compelled to address a matter of urgency that weighs on my conscience and
Maybe a lot more. Looks like there's some police vehicles trying to move this way as well now against traffic. So they're trying to move, clear the streets with police vehicles now. I'm not sure the direction, but they're moving against traffic. There's also a speaker right now continuing to speak.
Racial or religious group. It is a stain on our shared humanity. It is a crime that transcends borders. We cannot turn a blind eye to the suffering of the Palestinians who face the threat of genocide.
People are trying to get people on the sidewalk. It's just a massive amount of folks, though. It's just really hard to condense them all, I would say. So here's the police officer moving against traffic. You see there's a bus going to go the other direction. The police are moving against the traffic. I don't know how that's helpful, but they decided that would be a good plan on their part. The two police vehicles, lights blaring. So there's another police vehicle moving against traffic. I'm not sure. It sounds like folks are going to march now. Again, this is a shutdown, or the shutdown day of action here. We're in Atlanta, Georgia. Just bringing this to you live. We're outside the Consulate General, the Consulate General of Israel. Again, organized by the Party of Socialism and Liberation in Atlanta and the Palestinian Youth Movement. We're just here to show you what's going on. Again, the actions are going on all over the world.
Free Palestine!
Well, just moving along with the march now. I'm not sure what, we're on Spring Street. I'm not sure which direction we're going, though.
Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river!
The organizers are rallying and marching and sitting in to demand the immediate closure of Atlanta's Israel Consulate, no to Israeli genocide of Palestinians, racist apartheid and colonial occupation of Palestine. Pretty sure this is from their event page. And millions of people are demanding a ceasefire and an end to all U.S. aid to Israel and an end to colonial occupation. We will no longer accept a world in which Palestine is not free. Free Palestine, hashtag Free Palestine. Pretty sure it was read that from their event page. I'm not sure. Again, we're here. I don't know how many people. You gotta guess. It's hundreds, maybe 1,000. I don't know. It feels like a lot. We're now in the street.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Yeah, the car revving its engine had a lot of just people hanging out the window with Palestine flags. Most of the vehicles honking were in solidarity, it looks like. The only ones that probably weren't were the police that came into the street. But it's also possible they're just blocking off the road. I'm not sure what the organizers or how they organized this. Because now the march is in the streets. Marching, chanting free Palestine. You can see all of these signs. Free Palestine, stop Israel and Biden's genocide, ceasefire now. People name it genocide. You know, they're saying that because there isn't like a standing army they're fighting against. There is bombing in indiscriminate places. You can just look at the videos online if you can. It's the reality of what's happening. Children losing their lives. Children just like being the people who are pulling people from rubble and their relatives, finding their relatives gone, journalists being targeted, their families being targeted, and it's ongoing. There's hospitals being hit, refugees camps being hit, but that's all by the Israeli warplanes and bombs. And people are saying no more, stop it now. And the United States government, at least those in power, are saying they're going to continue forward on this with this sort of narrative that destroying all this infrastructure that belongs to the Palestinian people, all these human beings being killed by those bombs is considered self-defense, according to them. And so people are saying no more. And this is just, again, one action. There's a global day of action today. You saw us a few days earlier in D.C. at that massive march, again, calling for a ceasefire. So people are going to continue to do what they can, coming out into the streets, more and more folks. This is a lot of people, way more than I saw earlier today. We were earlier today at a direct action to bring attention to the relationship between the Atlanta Police Department, the Atlanta Police Foundations, with this Gilly, which is this like training sort of program where they're sending United States police officers across to train with the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces. And people are saying and no more. A lot of people we're here are talking about how that training is leading to direct murder in the streets of Atlanta, where they're being trained to basically kill. And they're bringing those tactics back here. And those tactics are what we're seeing as these bombs are dropping indiscriminately, where they're trying to paint all these civilians as being just it's not human. It's hard to talk about. It's just really hard to just like listen to this rhetoric go on. And sort of the fervor that those who are for it just are taking on. So we're marching along a lot of buildings. The march is really big. It's a pretty huge march. We're like maybe in the front third of it. And we're going to keep following it. Again, my name is Lorenzo Saradan. I'm the director of tactical media here at the NDN Collective, just bringing you to the streets of Atlanta for a week of action to stop Cop City. And sorry. All right, what's 1 second here? Again, the march is still coming. The march is coming and coming. I'm not sure where we're heading, but we're heading there right now. Yeah, if you want to pick that up, homie. It's just a big pendulum going like this from you. So just bear with us. Again, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching wherever you're at. I think the CEO and president of Indian Collective was on Native American Calling today, talking about our solidarity with the Palestinian people, with the indigenous people of Palestine, saying that we stand with them. We're calling for a ceasefire, calling for the ceasefire now. Again, we got Latinos for Palestine right here. You can see how, let's just listen to this march. You can see how huge it is.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine, we love you! From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea,
Yeah, I apologize for all the shaky camera. There's a lot of things going on that you can't see. That's why it's so shaky. We're working on it here. We're going to hold here, watch this march go by. Thanks for joining us. So we're on Spring Street. See the yeah. Yeah, I apologize for the shaky camera. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of gear, kind of this twisted around. We're trying to get it started up for you again. Thanks for joining us. Looks scary. Okay, it's a big bus behind us that's moving through. So I don't know where this march is going, but we're going with it. Thanks for joining us. Here's a real quick update here. So this is a global day of action. There's been actions all over the place. The Philly healthcare workers, New York CUNY, law students for justice. South Carolina, there's also a South Carolina walkout, UCLA walkout, University of Utah walkout. I think the Brooklyn, New York, there's a drag action. Torrance, California, Harbor, UCLA, Medical Center walkout. Vancouver, BC, the colonial musical DA, direct action. Walla Washington, a rally in March. I think the New York Times workers walked out. They're reading the names of those that have been killed. Again, Biden said that he didn't believe those numbers. No, they're released by the Ministry of Health from Palestine. People have now been taking those and spreading those names, honoring those names that were murdered by the Zionist state of Israel. Again, if you don't know, there's massive actions for Palestine going on. A lot of critique of the media is not showing this, is basically kind of peddling the same talking points that the state is giving, the state of Israel is giving, the state of the United States is giving, as though people are not actively calling for a ceasefire here in the United States. It has been constant since this has occurred. It's been ongoing. Albuquerque, New Mexico, University of New Mexico also walked out. If you're in the chat, you know things that are going on, you can share them with us. We'll try to share this on this live. Again, we're in this march, Free Palestine, Shut It Down March. Wanted to bring you to the streets so you can see what's going on, what's happening, what's probably not being shared where you're at, you know. So again, thanks for following us. Hit that like button, that share button, that follow button, and we'll just keep it live for a bit. It looks like we're yeah, I think we might be in the middle of this march. Just massive amount of people.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Occupation is a crime! Occupation is a crime! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Shut it down! Shut it down!
Yeah, you're looking up. You gotta tilt it down. We're looking like, yeah, right there. All right. I'm gonna move to the side if you're gonna stop. All right.
Free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Yeah, Providence College walkout, Baton Rouge, Louisiana walkout, K-Town Banner, painting, San Diego, healthcare walkout, Sioux Falls walkout, Pensacola, Florida, University of West Florida walkout. I'm gonna go ahead and go to this website, shut it down for Palestine, see what I can see. Okay, move to the side, move off the road. We're gonna stop for a second. And I would just put this all up because this is like, it's going like this because there's weight in the bottom. We can switch off too if you want. Look at this. All right, now we're at the end of the march. All right, everybody. Again, we're in this march, Atlanta, Georgia. Shut it down for Palestine. Again, global day of action. Philadelphia healthcare workers shut it down for Palestine. A CUNY law procession happened in New York. Columbia, South Carolina, walkout for Palestine occurred. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Philly healthcare workers shut it down for Palestine today. UCLA, Westwood shut it down for Palestine at UCLA. Salt Lake City, Utah, shut it down for Palestine at the University of Utah. Brooklyn, New York, Palestine drag action occurred. Torrance, California, Harbor, UCLA Medical Center walkout and sit-in. Vancouver, British Columbia, Decolonial Solidarity Musical Direct Action. I want to know more. Walla Walla, Washington, Walla Walla shut it down, rally and march. Again, I'm just going through this so you understand these actions are happening all over and constantly. This is no longer sort of like, is there going to be an action? There's ongoing actions going on. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Friends select students for Justice in Palestine action. Providence, Rhode Island, Providence College walkout for peace and against Textron. Not sure who that is. Marquez Pickett. Oxford, UK. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, taking a stand for humanity action. Shut it down for Palestine school walkout. Paint Cape Town red in Los Angeles, California. Healthcare walkout for Palestine in San Diego, California. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, free Palestine. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Pensacola, Florida, UWF stands in solidarity with Palestine. Albany, New York, Tinker revisited Albany Law School. Columbus, Ohio, Columbus shut it down for Palestine. Brooklyn, New York, drag action for Palestine. Again, this is just on and on and on and on and on, the amount of actions that are going on all over the place. Today, we want to bring you this one. This is where we're at right now for this week of action. And so let's experience it together. Thanks for being here. Navy veterans call for a ceasefire. U.S. Postal Union protests for ceasefire. I think there's veterans against the war, or did it sit in at the Capitol today, the Capitol of the United States? Again, all of these actions are calling for a ceasefire now. The United States government has been very clear they're not going to do it. They're not for a ceasefire. So despite all of this actions all over the world, the genocide continues, and they keep saying there's not going to be a ceasefire, and people continue to pour out into the streets. They've been increasing over time, I would say. And again, there's a lot of people here in Atlanta right now we're marching with. People marching with their babies. There's children holding Palestine flags. People are chanting, while you're shopping, bombs are dropping.
While you're shopping, bombs are dropping! 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 Genocide Joe has got to go! 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 From the river to the sea!
Yeah, there's a lot of kids, like wagons, strollers. It's pretty incredible.
No more money for Israel's crime. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river.
You want me to hold it for a bit?
Palestine will live forever. We don't want 2 states. We want 48. We don't want 2 states. We want 48. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The occupation has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The occupation has got to go. Now. Justice. Now. Justice. Now. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The occupation has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The occupation has got to go.
Pardon me? We're just trying to see if we can move a little closer to the front. Sorry.
Genocide show has got to go!
So we're going to try to move a little quick to get to the front of the march. It's probably getting a little shaky. People are honking their horns in solidarity. We're going to try to see if we can get a little closer to the front here. You can see that the march sort of spread out, thinned out. Looks like they were pushed into one lane of traffic now. Yeah, I'm just trying to move us to the front a little bit. We're towards the end of the march. It's pretty massive. It's definitely like growing longer as it gets condensed. But we let a lot of it go by. It was pretty wild. People honking in solidarity. All right, we'll dive back in a second here. Again, we're just kind of trying to get to the front, so we're on the side. We'll talk more in a second here. Just kind of speed walking a little bit, watch out for these trees. And we're live here at a global shutdown for Palestine. It started outside the Consulate General of Israel in so-called Atlanta. It's hosted by the Party for Socialism and Liberation Atlanta and the Palestinian Youth Movement. Organizers are rallying, marching, and sitting in. There's supposed to be a sit-in at the end of this to demand the immediate closure of Atlanta's Israel consulate, no to Israel's genocide of Palestinians, racist apartheid, and colonial occupation of Palestine. We're just here on the ground trying to uplift basically everything that's going on when we can. This is an action that's been ongoing. Actions going all over the world right now. We were in Washington, D.C. for that massive march. Hundreds of thousands of people. Hearing upwards of 300,000 people. Somebody who was there, it definitely felt that way. It was a pretty wild experience to see that many people come out for Palestine. Also, somebody who's been marching for Palestine for a long time. I mean, look at this. It's amazing. These people coming out saying it's time that people understand what's going on in Palestine. And, of course, in this dire moment where the Israeli government, Zionist government, is just bombing indiscriminately and just killing, murdering civilians every day, every moment, every hour. Relentless and saying they're not going to slow down. Oh my gosh, we're trying to get to the front, but I feel like the front's forever away. We might just... right after this intersection. Let's just go across and then the march. Again, thanks for joining us here. We're in Atlanta, Georgia, so-called, for a shutdown for Palestine action. Part of a global day of actions. They were called on November 4th at a rally where we were at. You can see the speech that the Indian Collective gave, part of the speakers at the rally in solidarity for the Palestinian people, calling for a ceasefire now. And we're here just to amplify other people's actions. We didn't help organize this at all. Other groups organized this march here in Atlanta. We just happened to be here on the ground and figured we'd bring you out, show you what's going on, so you know that this is what's going on. People are organizing, they're marching, making it clear they want a ceasefire now. And it's I don't know. We're at that massive rally and march. It's an incline, in case you're wondering. Yeah, people saying in November we'll remember was being chanted. Hundreds of thousands of people. So I'm not sure how it's going to play out, but definitely people feeling that the governments and the political parties of the United States, they're both backing this genocide, it seems, and people are fed up with it. Again, when you have a two-party system, it's not like there's a lot of options. People are definitely calling for no more, calling for ceasefire now. And you can hear it happening. I think we is in a circle. Yeah, we're back at the Israeli Consulate. Here we go. All right. Again, if you're on the internet, you can look. We're in Atlanta, Georgia. Look for the Israeli Consulate General. Let's get to the...
للمية فلسطين حرية بالروح بالدم نفديك يا فلسطين بالروح بالدم نفديك يا فلسطين تكبير 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 Free, free Palestine!
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 Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The activists have got to go!
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The activists have got to go!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Takbir! Takbir!
لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله
من غزالة رحم الله
من غزالة رحم الله
لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله
من غزالة رحم الله
من غزالة رحم الله
لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله
إسرائيل عدو الله
إسرائيل عدو الله
لا إله إلا الله
لا إله إلا الله
إسرائيل عدو الله
إسرائيل عدو الله
من غزالة رحم الله
من غزالة رحم الله
والشهيد حبيب الله
والشهيد حبيب الله
من غزالة رحم الله
من غزالة رحم الله
والشهيد حبيب الله
والشهيد حبيب الله
أعلناها أعلناها
أعلناها أعلناها
إسرائيل ما بدنا إياها
إسرائيل ما بدنا إياها
أعلناها أعلناها
أعلناها أعلناها
إسرائيل ما بدنا إياها
إسرائيل ما بدنا إياها
بالروح بالدم نفديك يا أقصى
بالروح بالدم نفديك يا أقصى
شعبنا أقسم يمين شعبنا أقسم يمين بهزم الصهيونية شعبنا واحد ما هو اثنين
شعبنا واحد ما هو اثنين
غزة وضفة فلسطينية
غزة وضفة فلسطينية
يا شباب جودوا جودوا
يا شباب جودوا جودوا
وقبل طردهم لا تعودوا
وقبل طردهم لا تعودوا
وانتوا أهل هالبلاد
وانتوا أهل
وبنواجه ما بنهاب لو داهمتنا الدورية وانتوا يا عسكرابين ما بتدروا لوين رايحين هذه أرض فلسطين مش يهود العبرية أعلناها إسرائيل ما بدنا إياها ونظلت على عنادها منين المصايب تلقاها ثورة على المحتل أعلناها سوية والانتفاضة طرحت حل في الدولة الفلسطينية يا رابين كل شبيب ايش شب من جيل التحرير احنا شعب مابلين بده دولة وحرية خليني احكيها يا شهيد ارتاح واحنا حنواصل كفاح بالروح بالدم نفديك يا شهيد بالروح بالدم نفديك يا فلسطين يا شباب انضموا إلينا والشهيد غالي علينا باب الأقصى من حديد ما بيفتحوا إلا الشهيد يا شهيد يا مجروح دمك عمره ما بيروح يا شهيد استنى خدني معاك عالجنة ليش الخوف الحجر بإيدك لا شنكوف الشعب انتفض ما هو خايف بالحجر والماليتو الثورة على المحتل غير الدولة ما في حل يا مستوطن اطلع برا فلسطين دولة حرة Make some noise, y'all! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! All right, y'all, we're going to finish our rally tonight, and then we're going to do our sit-in overnight.
We're not leaving.
No, we only have a few more speakers, but before we introduce our next speakers, just a reminder that you can stay informed, stay in the know of upcoming events in Atlanta by texting LIBERATION to 55444. So you can do that right now. Text LIBERATION to 55444, and we will follow up with you to keep you posted on events for Free Palestine. All right, so let's welcome our next speaker, Jawahir, a Palestinian community member. Give it up for Jawahir.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all today. Today, we are all together standing with the truth. In Washington, D.C. last weekend, we made history.
That's right.
Over 300,000 people showed up for Palestine. We marched to the White House. To the White House. Did Biden hear us? Does he have the humanity to stop the genocide? No! Shame on you, Biden! Shame! Thousands of innocent children are dead. Biden is using our money to bomb children. $14 billion, our tax money, was given to the Zionist killing machine. Shame! Shame! Our tax money should be used to improve the health care in the U.S., to take care of elderly people, to help the students pay the tuition and their debt.
That's right.
Instead, it's being used to buy weapons to Israel.
Shame! Shame!
The genocide that is happening now is a shame in our history.
That's
When our children and grandchildren read about it, they will find out that Biden and the USA and Israel has killed thousands of innocent children.
There's like a crap load of police vehicles coming down the road behind everybody now. They're trying to push through the crowd.
When we were in Washington, D.C., we demand a ceasefire. Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
The genocide that is happening now is a shame in our history. When our children and grandchildren read about it, they will find out that Biden and the USA and Israel has killed thousands of innocent children, destroying a whole city that has over 3 million people. When we were in Washington, D.C., we demand a ceasefire, and we will continue to demand a ceasefire until it's happening. Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Ceasefire now!
Free Gaza now!
Free Gaza now!
Free Gaza now!
Free Gaza now!
Thank you all for sharing and helping all human beings to be a better and people living in this world. Thank you.
Free Palestine!
Yeah, the police aren't making much movement, but there's definitely a line of police vehicles trying to move up, I think.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Resistance is justified! When people are occupied! Resistance is justified!
Yeah, people are
genocide!
kind of like a back and forth, like people are holding the street, then people are trying to move them off the street, the police are there, sirens are blaring, they're trying to slowly inch forward, soon to clear the street. We'll see.
Palestine will live forever! La ilaha illallah!
La ilaha illallah!
La ilaha illallah!
La ilaha illallah!
La ilaha illallah! La ilaha illallah!
La ilaha illallah!
Qul Allah, qul Allah! Qul Allah, qul Allah! Qul Allah, qul Allah! Qul Allah, qul Allah!
Yeah, it sounds pretty chaotic, all the sirens and...
Free Palestine!
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 From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
We got some officers now on the ground on the sides.
Free Palestine!
They're armed with big pepper ball guns.
Free Palestine!
Now they have some sort of small arms. I'm not sure exactly what it is. They're walking through with them.
Long live
It's like maybe like a beanbag gun, some automatic gun. Let's move over here.
Palestine will live forever! From the sea to the river!
Pardon me.
Palestine will live forever!
Yeah, so they have pepper ball guns. You see these firearms they have? They shoot small pepper balls that when they hit you explode and capsaicin, like pepper spray basically, will puff into your face. They're less lethal in theory, but as we all know, that never works out. But you can see another officer. I'm not sure what that firearm is that he's carrying. That's one. I'm assuming it shoots some sort of beanbag round. Because a scooter just scooted by. this way. Let's go. So you can see this is the pepper ball gun you see right there. That's what he has. That weapon, I'm not exactly sure what it is. We can zoom in on it. It's conversely across the street. Has that long magazine. I'm assuming it's some sort of beanbag round because it doesn't have the compressed air to shoot the ball. And so now it looks like the police have gotten out of their vehicles. There's more officers now on the street over here. They're trying to move people. Well, people are just moving around. Police are doing what they're doing. But you can see the police now are pulling this video, their vehicles over, and they're getting out of the vehicles. And they look like they're at least kind of starting to come together. I'm not sure what their plans are, but they're just obviously interested in doing something. And now here they are now watching. Their vehicles are stopped. People are getting out. Officers are getting out.
Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. Free, free Palestine. Long live Palestine.
So yeah, so they're pulling officers into the road. I'm assuming they're gonna try to keep this crowd. Again, they're trying to stay on the sidewalk. There's so many people here, they can't stay on the sidewalk. I think that's pretty hard. But you see that, yeah, they're doing the whole move back, condensing everyone to the sidewalk. We'll see what happens from here. But we're just staying live. I don't think we're going to stay live through the sit-in, but we'll be here for a little bit. Again, thanks for joining us. We're here in Atlanta, Georgia.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. What do we want? Just when do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it?
Yeah.
If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, I said if we.
Yeah, so there's 3 more officers coming down. Looks like they're armed with some sort of at least less lethal armor. I'm not sure what their plan is. Again, everyone's definitely, there's a lot of people. People are trying, looks like they're trying to stay on the sidewalk. They're kind of flowing back and forth. The police are being very intense, saying they should stay on the sidewalk. There's so many people. I don't know how it's even possible. Yeah, so now you have officers kind of in the corners in the distance. And they have officers along the road.
Long live Palestine. Resistance is justified when people are occupied. Resistance is justified when people are occupied. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a racist state. 1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terror state. Israel, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Netanyahu, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. America, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Joe Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide. Free Palestine. Long live Palestine. Free Palestine. Long live Palestine. Free Palestine. Long live Gaza. Long live Palestine. Free Palestine. From the river to the sea, Palestine, you will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Free Palestine!
Let's give us 1 second. We're going to get a new battery in here. Let's give us a minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to put it on the right back screen. We'll be back in about maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Just give me a second.
All right, we will not be intimidated. The movement will not be repressed. We are going to keep staying in the streets for Palestine.
Right now, by staying in the streets, building our endurance, getting smarter, getting stronger, getting bigger, we are building the movement that can get rid of this imperialist war machine. We are building the movement that can give us a new system. A system without colonialism. A system where Israel doesn't exist to kill Palestinians.
These cars are pretty amazing. People are driving by.
We will see it in our lifetimes, but that's only if we stay committed. We stay committed to the struggle of fighting for a world that serves the people.
You see people cheering out sunroofs, moonroofs, wearing flags. Police are not like. Oh, they're telling them to go through the red light. To stop the red light. That's why they're telling them to go through the red light. People are trying to cross right now.
For colonialism, for profit, for resources, for slave labor. We know that we do not stand.
We're going to try to cross over and we can go together. We're going to try to get to the other side. Let's give you another view of what's going on here. Oh, it's real loud. Yeah, whoa, that is wild.
That we don't want to talk city while we have to pay thousands of dollars to go to college. We don't want 30% of the city's budget going to cost. We can't get out of here. We don't want millions to go to bombs and missiles when we can't afford to put food on the table. We will not vote for a man who tells us that there is no possibility of a ceasefire. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! When Joe Biden gets on the news and says he will never support a ceasefire, does he represent you? So when he comes to ask for your vote, are you going to give it to him? So if we're not going to give votes to the Democrats, the Republicans who kill us, who take away our rights, we have to fight for a government that serves us. A government where you don't need millions of dollars to become part of the race. A government in which you make the decision about what happens to your neighborhood. A government in which it's not a representative who's bought and paid for by AIPAC who decides what happens in the city. We want a ceasefire. We want a world without colonialism. We want a free Palestine. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine! Resistance is justified when people are occupied. Resistance is justified when people are occupied. Do you really believe that? Do you believe that us, occupied by these pigs, organized in order to subdue us, do you believe that our resistance is justified? And so if we want to resist and we want to be effective, we have to be organized. We have to commit our lives into building a world where we don't have this injustice, where the Palestinians can have
We're going to go across to show you what it looks like over there.
and where we in Atlanta can have our land and live a peaceful life. So if you're committed, I know I'm going to continue to see you in the streets. We're going to strategize. We're going to be creative on how we destroy the imperialist war machine and how we free Palestine. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine!
All right, give it up for Monica.
I'm following you, so we're just moving around a little bit.
And then we're going to begin our center drive, but we're going to keep going for now. Okay, welcome. Abisa again from Palestinian Youth Movement.
Hi.
Free, free, free Palestine! 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 Viva, viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva, viva Palestina! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! From the sea to the river! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine! Genocide Joe has got to go! 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 Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine! Intifada, intifada! Intifada, intifada! Long live the intifada! Long live the intifada! Intifada, intifada! Intifada, intifada! Long live the intifada! Long live the intifada! Resistance is justified! Resistance is justified! When people are occupied! When people are occupied! Resistance is justified! Resistance is justified! When people are occupied! When people are occupied! Free, free Palestine! 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 What do we want? What do we want? What do we want?
It's another police car coming in. They're trying to use it to push people off the streets, looks like. Yeah, looks like police are coming over now. Sorry about that.
From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine
It looks like a Corolla hit a Patriot. The vehicle was a Patriot that was just hit by a Corolla. A little tap, and like 2 damage.
Peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Justice in the land. No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
Free, free Palestine.
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 Israel is
Yeah, listen to the small fender bender. A Corolla hit the back of a vehicle called a Patriot. Those are just facts. It didn't look like a lot of damage. It looks like it was okay, bumper to bumper.
Free, free Palestine! 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 Free, free Palestine!
We will take this feed down eventually, is what I want to know. We just let you know, this is ongoing actions all over the world. Today, global shutdown. I was reading those actions that are going all over this country and also all over the world. We're just keeping this live so you can get a sense of, I guess, the fury people are feeling, the energy people are feeling being in the streets, chanting ceasefire now.
Ceasefire now! 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 Ceasefire now!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
All right, give it up for yourself!
Looks like maybe the police shut down the road. No, I saw vehicles coming.
All right, so I'd like to welcome our next speaker, Samia, a Palestinian community member.
All right, so we're going to have to take this down pretty quick, I'm pretty sure.
I was asked to speak today, and I thought to myself, who am I to speak? And then I realized it is that same thought that lays the groundwork for complacency, inaction, and for silence. And the truth of the matter is, if you are silent, you are part of the problem.
All right.
who are we to stay silent? Who are we to exit out of Instagram because the photos are too graphic and too sensitive? There is no strength like that of the Palestinians, and there is no peace without their freedom. Today, Israel announced a 4-hour pause between bombings. 4 hours in which the bodies under the rubble and the limbs labeled in pen ink to identify the murdered martyrs will be undisturbed. 4 hours to search for food and aim that has not been given entry. 4 hours to drink dirty water and see which of your loved ones survived or which pieces of their bodies you can put together for their janaza, their burial. This is insanity, and it is our responsibility as humans to bear witness to this insanity, this injustice. We will not give pause to the resistance. We will not give pause to protest, to the raising of voices in our demands for a free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Please remember to keep Palestine in your du'as. Do not
All right, everybody. We're going to try to figure out who we can maybe try to speak to before we close this stream out. You know, it sounds like people are going to be doing a sit-in here. They're going to be staying all night. Our crew is not going to be staying here all night. I'll be 100 with you all. We just want to bring you out so you'll understand that this is what's going on here in the United States. We're in Georgia. We're just in Minneapolis. We're just in D.C. We've been seeing massive marches. And here we are again.
Palestine. We must engage in open dialogue, fostering understanding and empathy among our perspectives. Our education has equipped us with the tools to analyze, critique, and understand the world. We have a responsibility to apply this knowledge to make a positive impact on society. Our voices, when raised together, become a powerful force for change. If you stick your chest out further, you go further. Our generation has witnessed the power of social media and connectivity. We have the ability to amplify the voices of those affected by genocide, sharing the stories with the world. Let us use our platform to raise awareness, build a sense of global solidarity. It is our duty to challenge the status quo, to question our authority, and demand accountability for our When you stick your chest out further, you go further.
But before we do that, before we get instructions on that, please give it up for our last speaker, here to take it home, Satya from the Party for Socialism and Liberation. Give it up.
We don't do a genocide!
charge you with genocide! Sisters and brothers, the world has seen 30 years of relentless bombing of Gaza by the apartheid state of Israel. In the last 30 days, over 4,000 children, Palestinian children, have been killed. Over 11,000 Palestinians have been massacred by Israel. The whole world is horrified. But the capitalist politicians that make up the U.S. Congress, they are refusing to call for a ceasefire, and they're refusing to stop the funding of Israel's genocide with our taxpayer money. Shame! Both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party have supported and funded Israel's terrorism from its inception. Why? Why is that? These politicians of both parties are not confused or ignorant. They know exactly what they are doing, and they all belong in prison. The United States helped create Israel in 1948 because it needs a watchdog in the region to dominate the Middle East politically and economically. Israel is an extension of U.S. imperialism in the Middle East. And this is why U.S. politicians funded hundreds of billions of dollars. Genocide, Joe Biden wants to pretend like there is nothing he can do to stop Israel. He calls for a pathetic humanitarian pause so that Israel can go back to committing genocide a few hours later. The truth is that Israel cannot survive without U.S. funding. Israel stands no chance. And I was one of the 300,000 people in Washington, D.C. that marched on the White House last Saturday demanding a ceasefire, demanding a free Palestine. It was the largest protest for Palestine in U.S. history. Sisters and brothers, these genocide-supporting U.S. politicians and the corporate media will have us believing that we are the minority. But I'm here to remind us that we are the majority. We are the majority opinion. Standing with Palestine is the majority opinion. 66% of all voters in the United States across the political spectrum support a ceasefire. That means hundreds of millions of people across the U.S. are demanding at the least an immediate ceasefire. So if there was real democracy in this country, we would already have a ceasefire. If there was any real democracy in this country, all U.S. funding to Israel would already be cut. If these millionaire politicians actually serve regular people like us, working class people like us, rather than serving and licking the boots of the billionaire corporations and the weapons companies, there would already be a free Palestine, because that is what the people demand. The truth of the matter is that an international mass movement today is demanding the fall of Israeli apartheid. And this mass movement will see the end of apartheid Israel and free Palestine, because we are the billions and they are the few. They think persecuting us in our workplaces, in our schools, in our universities will stop us from demanding a free Palestine. They think falsely crying anti-Semitism will stop us from challenging their racism and support for genocide and colonial occupation. And we will remind them again and again that we stand with Palestine no matter the consequences. the world will no longer accept a world in which Palestine is not free. There will be no business as usual as long as Palestine is occupied. There will be no peace for these millionaire politicians of both parties that fund genocide and sleep peacefully in their mansions at night. We will not let the U.S. ruling class and the Israeli ruling class, the real terrorists, define to us who is a terrorist. The enemies of the U.S. government are not the enemies of the American people. They called the South Africans terrorists when they fought British colonialism and when they fought and tore down a racist apartheid state. They called black people in this country terrorists when they organized rebellions against the slave owners and fought the apartheid structures of Jim Crow. The Palestinian people have the right to self-defense. People facing genocide have the right to self-defense by any means necessary. They want us to condemn the Palestinian people for fighting for their homeland, fighting for dignity, fighting for self-determination, fighting against a century of colonialism, apartheid, and genocide. But what we condemn is the terrorism and horrific atrocities of the racist apartheid state of Israel for 75 years. What we condemn is U.S. imperialism and its endless wars on the Arab peoples. We condemn the U.S. government for funding the slaughter of the Palestinian people. What we condemn is genocide and illegal colonial occupation. So we have to keep building the momentum in the U.S. Join an organization. Join PYM. Join the PSL. We must organize, organize, and organize so we can see a free Palestine in our lifetime. Free, free Palestine!
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 All right, y'all, before we wrap it up tonight, we have a few notes about our sit-in overnight because we're not wrapping it up.
We don't want an real consulate in our city. We want it shut down. So we're going to be here all night to shut it down. And we are going to continue to fight for this consulate, for the Israeli occupation period, to be shut down. And so, while we're here tonight, we're going to be here on the sidewalk because they're cowardly and they blocked it off and they paid some cops to make sure that we don't walk into the plaza. But we're going to be out here. But we're out here anyway. We're going to be out here all night. Bring your sleeping bags. Bring your cushions. We're going to have some food. We got some food already. We got some food. There's bathrooms at the gas stations, but we're here all night. We're going to lock in. We're going to strategize on how to build this movement, how to meaningfully destroy, stomp down, consign to the dustbins of history the Israeli occupation. So, join us here tonight. We'll be here until 10 a.m. because they're not going to come in quietly and do their bidding. We are going to shut them down. There will be no business as usual. They will know that the masses of people condemn them for supporting genocide. Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
From the river to the sea!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free!
Palestine
All right, y'all, make some noise for yourselves. That's the end of our program. We're going to have the community chant for us. Keep the energy up.
Where are the men? I don't hear the men tonight. The women are outdoing us. Unfortunately, the women are outdoing us. أين الرجال? I want to hear every man chanting alongside every woman. We will not be overvoiced amongst each other. I have one short statement.
Hey,
Paraphrased.
Okay. Come over here behind you. Come back to me. Well done.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Oh, wait till after this.
رسالة من أهل فلسطين وأهل الإسلام إلى إسرائيل وأمريكا والغربة. سلام على من اتبع الهدى. فإما أن تسلموا وإما الاستسلام وإما الحرب وإلا فوالله لقد جئناكم برجال يحبون الموت كما تحبون أنتم الحياة. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. من غزالة رام الله. من غزالة رام الله. من غزالة رام الله. من غزالة رام الله. قولوا الله قولوا الله. قولوا الله قولوا الله. قولوا الله قولوا الله. قولوا الله قولوا الله. لا إله إلا الله. والشهيد حبيب الله. لا إله إلا الله. مش شهيد حبيب الله. من غزالة رام الله. وإسرائيل عدو الله. من غزالة رام الله. إسرائيل عدو الله. Free, free Palestine. 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 Free, free Palestine.
Yeah, so I'm looking at your sign. It says Native for Palestine. You want to talk about why you stand with Palestine as an indigenous person?
Where do I start? Let's see. Start 1492, 531 years ago. We're a mirror image of each other. I don't know how it keeps happening, but it started with us and perhaps people before us. And how could I stand here and watch a genocide, a literal genocide happen to people in our same exact situation? We don't know the future, but we went down. We can't let everybody else go down. And I need everybody to have some kind of compassion, to have some kind of unity. We need to wake up. They once told me I was something else, that I wasn't who I was. We have more people than they think. They think that they got rid of all the Indians. They didn't. We're still here. They're hiding us. They're calling us other names. And I had to show up. There's so much more I could say, but I'm a little bit overwhelmed by the crowd and everything. And just endless words. It can never do justice. So I'm here to show up. I'm here to be a Native for Palestine. And I'm proud of this cause. And I'll never back down. And no one should. Because they didn't back down. When they did what they did to us, they didn't back down. We can't back down for these people.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk to somebody really quick. We're going to move back a little bit. It's loud. It's just really hard to hear what people are talking about. I just want to interview them. They're saying they understand what happened to indigenous people here in the United States, what they're doing in Palestine right now. They should stand together. And we are Indian collective stand in solidarity with the Palestinian people. We're out here to amplify this action that's ongoing, happening all over the world right now.
The Palestinians on Columbus Day, they were there. A poet, he was there on the day that it was Indigenous Peoples Day, or they were protesting Onyate, and something happened to a protester that was pretty bad. And I noticed the Palestinians were there,
And even if they weren't there, I'm here for them. Let's go! Free Palestine!
All right, thank you. All right.
لا إله إلا الله والشهيد حبيب الله ولا إله إلا الله إسرائيل عدو الله لا إله إلا الله إسرائيل عدو الله.
All right, everybody, we're gonna move. And relatives,
Are you ready for the sit-in of the Israeli consulate?
Oh, we're gonna see this go down.
All night long.
the people are planning to stay here all night long, do a sit-in. We're not going to stay here all night long. We wanted to show what was going on here.
And then we're going to fight until this consulate is shut down. Then help me begin this sit-in. Help me begin this sit-in. Come sit now on this sidewalk. We will link arms and we will sit together through the night in front of the Israeli consulate. Let's begin the sit-in.
I should probably interview people right now when it's quiet. People have been chanting, they feel lit. A lot of energy. You saw all these vehicles that are going by. Palestinian flags flying. Let's see 1 second here. All right, we're going to take it down because we're going to get taken. Let's go across the street here. They're playing music. The music's going to take our live stream down no matter what. So we're going to go ahead and bring this down. We're here in Atlanta. We're here for Stop Cop City. We're here for Block Cop City. We're also here for the Palestinian people. We're going to be joining and amplifying what's going on while we're out here right now. Again, my name is Lorenzo Serna. I'm the director of tactical media here.
Free Palestine!
All right, you heard it there. Again, calling for a ceasefire. People are moving across now to start their sit-in. And we're going to walk along the sidewalk again. A massive march. If you're in that march with us, I know it was shaky. I know it was wild, but people are really, really amped right now with what's going on. Just what's visibly happening is this genocide continues in Palestine, continues in Gaza. It's unbelievable that there's no stop. It's like the government's not interested in stopping it. The government of the United States continues to say that the Israeli people have the government, the Zionist government of Israel has a right to what they say is self-defense. Again, if you look at what they're doing, they're bombing refugee camps, they're bombing hospitals, children are being just murdered. I'm sorry I have to say that, but it is a fact that has to be said over and over again, and it's nonstop. It is daily. And people are saying they've had enough. They're calling for a ceasefire now. So yeah, so folks are like you can see they're sitting down on the other side. It looks like a few hundred people. I'm really bad at counting crowds. You'll learn that if you roll with me for a while. And so what you're seeing is what I'm seeing. Was anybody interested in doing an interview? Doing an interview? Why are people out here? Why should people care? I mean, we care. I don't even ask that question. Why should people keep showing up for Palestine?
First, it's not a conflict. It's a genocide. It's way past the conflict. There's a thing I was just speaking earlier about it is when I post something on social media, it is shadow banning. It's only a few people that are seeing it, and the people who are seeing it are the ones who post the same thing as I do. The people who are Americans, my friends who are not seeing my post at all, but the people who are sharing the same thing I'm sharing are the only ones who are seeing my social media. So it's not being spread. I mean, for God's sakes, last week we went to Washington, D.C. We did a whole march. Biden did not listen. He did not call to ceasefire. And this morning, Netanyahu, he asked for a ceasefire for 4 hours. but they don't know it was to the northern Gaza. It's not to the whole Gaza. Only the northern Gaza, that they already made people leave from northern Gaza to the south Gaza. They have not. They're calling 4 hours ceasefire. There is no ceasefire. They're just saying that to please the social media, to please the people. There is no ceasefire. They're not doing it. We want ceasefire right now.
Thank you. Again, what can you speak to, like, the targets that are being targeted by Israel right now?
What do you mean?
They're bombing hospitals. They're bombing refugee camps.
So so in Gaza, they're bombing them. So the social media, the Western media, is not showing that these bombs that are landing on hospitals are not just Muslim. They're not just Muslim hospitals. They're Christians and Catholics. A lot of people are dying. Palestinian is for all religions. It's not just to one religion. There's Jews, there's Muslims, there's Christians, there's Catholics, there's a bunch of Palestinians from different religions. And then for people to assume it's just Muslims, it's not Muslims. They're attacking the hospitals that have no power. Doctors are operating using their phones. There's no sanitation. There's no medical aid. They try to send water to Gaza, a truck, and Israel just bombed the truck. They would not let them have water. What do you expect when you cage someone in from 1995 in Gaza, in a 25-mile radius town, and you don't expect them to resist? I'm surprised it took them this long to resist. And then not only did they cage them, they cut off their power, didn't give them food, didn't give them water, and they control everything. And you don't expect them to fight back? I mean, if you put an animal in a cage, they're gonna fight back. You attack them, you don't feed the dog, you don't take it out or anything, they're gonna attack. Why do you not expect a human to resist? Why? I don't know why people are thinking that what Israel is doing is right. It's not right. You're literally depriving people of just the human necessities. Like, why? What do you gain out of it? So you could take land? They're not stopping there. Once they think they take Gaza Strip, they're gonna move to the West Bank. That's how they're playing it out, and no one's listening to it. And the fact that my own president in America is funding genocide with my tax money, with everyone's tax money, why do they have to be involved in that in the first place? That's just crazy. It's not a conflict, it's a genocide.
They took your money to just bomb the hospital right now. They bomb it. Right now, they bomb it. They're killing kids. Kids, they write their name in their hand. Come on, guys. Open your eyes. What's wrong with you? They are kids. They're just kids. They are innocent. They doesn't have anything. I cannot believe what's happening there. That's crazy. That's crazy what's happening.
Killing Palestine because Palestine is good. Palestine likes to be good for people. Palestine is good. It's okay. Go, Mama. It's okay. It's okay. How do you come here?
I just want to make sure.
You come here.
So they're saying, like, just now there was a hospital that was bombed. Right now, as this rally is going on, they're watching it on social media right now.
They just bomb the hospital, bomb the school, bomb everywhere. They doesn't care.
Not only that, the refugee camp, that they gave them 24 hours to leave from Gaza into a refugee camp. Not only did they say they gave them 24 hours, less than 24 hours, people were going to the refugee camp, and then Israel goes and bombs the refugee camp. Twice. Less than 24 hours, and they give them a 24-hour period to leave. So you tell them to leave, and they go one area, and then you bomb the area. You tell them to leave. Who does that? What kind of sane person does that?
They doesn't care.
I don't know why anybody is surprised by, they keep repeatedly bombing and all that. They said they want to flatten Gaza. They want to get rid of all of the Palestinians. So everything that they're doing is intentional. Nothing is an accident. They're not accidentally hitting, or Hamas rocket hitting, the hospital, or accidentally hitting the schools. At this point, they don't even lie and say that they're trying to get to Hamas. They are bombing. They said they want to flatten Gaza. They said they want the entire state of Israel to themselves, and they want the Arabs to get out, to go to Egypt or Jordan or Syria. And then they question and say, how come the other Arab countries won't take them in? Because that's our country. It doesn't belong to them. So they're not even hiding it anymore. They're not pretending to look for Hamas. This is all about getting rid of us. It is all about ethnic cleansing. It is a genocide.
Why is Israel killing Palestine? Because Palestine likes to be good. Like, why is America teamed up with,
What are you trying to say?
Israel?
Why U.S. teams up with Israel?
Yeah.
Yeah, Habibi. This is what the kids in Palestine do so their parents know who they are. This is what they do right here. You see how sad that is? You see how sad that is? Open Instagram, show them some videos.
Why? I have a question for the Israeli government. If you guys are bombing Palestine to get rid of Hamas, if Hamas then goes inside of Israel, occupied territory, will they start bombing Israel?
Yes.
Will they? No. Why? They only want to kill Palestinian people. Why will they not bomb Israel? Because they care about those people. Palestine in the West Bank has nothing to do with Hamas. It's not about Hamas. Hamas, look at the history of Hamas. Hamas was funded by Israel. Israel funded Hamas in how many years ago? Israel is the one who funded Hamas, and now they're not.
So because right now this is the video of the hospital was bombed. That's what this rally was going on. This is the ambulance.
Can you put on the whole thing and not cut it into pieces?
This is live.
Live?
This is all live. We're not going to edit anything out.
You want to see more? Because there's so many more. So many more.
Why is Palestine not bombing Israel? Because Israel likes bombing Palestine because Israel is not good at Palestine.
A 6-year-old child is saying this.
So these are all videos of what's going on right now.
Is this on live TV? Is this on live TV?
Self-defense when it comes to Israel. They will claim it. It will never be self-defense because it was never their land. So you can't defend something that's not yours. It's occupied. They're occupied.
Yeah, it's live right now.
When somebody wanna take over your house, do you will let them? Tell me. If I come to your house and I wanna take over it, do you will let me? You're gonna kick me out. That's what Hamas do. Kick all the people out. The terrorist people. Israel terrorists. They try to take our country, our land.
They're bombing innocent people for no reason and trying to take over Palestine when it's called Palestine, not Israel. Israel is trying to take it over, and they actually did it. Because that's never going to happen. We're all going to stand up for that. No.
This is what's going on right now.
In the hospital now.
Just now.
Just live. That's not edited videos or Photoshop.
Oh, no movie.
Not
movie.
AI shit.
Why?
Jewish people, they put the pictures for Gaza kids in their social media all, and they write under it, it's a Israeli kids. That's not true. They are Gaza kids.
Okay, so I have a question. So, like, I have something to say. Okay, so when they're sending the bombs, if this is like, if they're trying to take over our land, like, why are they like writing little notes? What is the notes like? What are the notes doing? Like, they think that's cute to write notes to bomb kids? Is that cute? Like, that's not cute. Like, kids are dying. Do they not see the kids on the floor dead? Like, what else can happen for them to open their eyes? Joe Biden is the one that's actually sending aid to Israel when nothing is happening to them. We're the ones dying. They're taking over our land. This is a genocide. This is a genocide.
Yep.
Why is Israel killing like 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 3 years old, like 1 year old and 0 years old kids? Why are they killing everybody in Palestine? Do you hear me?
Is there an answer to that? Is there an answer to that 6-year-old boy's question? There's no answer. No answer at all.
No one from the Israeli government can answer the question, what is a proportionate response? At this point, they're asking, is this response disproportionate to the quote-unquote attacks that happened on October 7th? No one can give an answer. No one can give it because no one's allowed to condemn them. Because if you speak against the state of Israel, you are called an anti-Semite. Palestinians cannot be anti-Semitic because we're Semites too. So how can we be anti-Semites? But anything that you say, they say, in the name of Judaism. It's not Judaism. It's Zionism. It's political. It has nothing to do with religion. Because the Orthodox Jews, the ones that actually follow their religion, know that they are to be in exile until their Messiah comes. They are not to have a land. They're not to have a state. So this is completely a political movement. Completely. And they came into a place that was already it was already taken care of. People had their lands. You can go back generation upon generation upon generation of Palestinians that have been in Palestine. You cannot do the same for an Israeli. You cannot.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Why is Israel bombing every single school in like Palestine? 6 years old and 7 years old. That's sad.
I mean, it's the truth. I don't know. We're just live.
Truth, but they don't see the truth.
Yeah, this body is in the ground at the hospital. Yeah, so again, we're live here. We're just letting people speak. So people are saying what they want to say, and we're just going to let them do it.
Okay, so a quick thing. I don't believe in genocide and violence. Regardless of politics, regardless of religion, humans are humans. And I don't believe in a massacre of 10,000 people, including 4,000 children as well. If U.S. believes in civil rights and human rights, if U.S. is against apartheid in Africa and other events, then what is the issue with Palestine? Why are we funding the bombardments of Palestine? And so I don't believe in this genocide. I'm Christian. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim or Hindu or Sikh. I don't believe in this violence. And it has to stop. There has to be a ceasefire as well. Regarding it's humanity, it's human rights as well. Thank you.
We're good, homie. Thank you. All right, one more time. Let's go for it.
Why is everybody wearing? Why is everybody wearing?
We're with an organization called the NDN Collective. We're in solidarity with Palestinian people. It's NDN. I can show you here on YouTube real quick.
Every time there's a news channel that comes, they question us for like a whole 10 minutes and cut it into pieces.
This has been live. We have not. My name is Lorenzo Serna. I have a tag right here.
I have a question.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Stand near you.
I'm indigenous. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have a question.
So it's live right now. So there's no editing. We're just letting you all speak. We're not going to cut it up. We might put quotes, but it'll link back to this larger thing. So yeah.
They just want multiple lands for themselves when that's not even their land. It's called Palestine. It's not going to change.
Even the news channel in Palestine, they're bombing them too, just so they don't see the truth. You see this? This is the news channel of Palestine. They're also getting bombed so that the world doesn't find out the truth. Right there.
Yeah, I don't know how many journalists have been killed right now, but they've been murdering journalists, they're murdering their families, and it's just been ongoing.
Everybody's going with Israel, but look at Palestine and Gaza and all them. Children are dying for no reason.
It's not a war. It's not a military against the military. It's not, it's an unfair fight. It's the big bully beating up on the tiniest kid, But at the same time, did we really not expect the U.S. to stand with them? Because the U.S. are colonizers too. It's colonialism and it's ethnic cleansing. They don't care about trying to wipe out an entire culture. They don't care about trying to wipe out all of the histories of the Abrahamic religions. Start in Jerusalem. They start in Palestine. It's the Holy Land. It's not the Holy Land just for one sect or one type. It's not just the Holy Land for Jews. It's not just the Holy Land for Muslims. It's not just the Holy Land for Christians. It's not. But we're all supposed to uphold each other because we all believe in the books of God. We're supposed to protect each other's places of worship. They're bombing mosques. They're bombing churches. They bombed the oldest church in Gaza. And it's funny that they did it right after the priest says anyone who wants to come here to seek refuge because they don't have anywhere to go, my doors are welcome. They get bombed the next day. They are violating every international war crime that exists. But everybody's so scared to speak up against them. How are they ever going to be stopped? They don't even try to explain themselves away anymore. They don't make their excuses. They don't hide behind their lies anymore. They don't pretend to be victims. They don't even have to attempt to do it anymore because they get away with it. And the U.S., like fools, just, they have the right to defend themselves. Against who? Against themselves? There's nobody. They created Hamas. Hamas is a political party. It's not a group of crazy, jihadists covering their face and just throwing bombs. They are the political party of Gaza. If this is truly, Palestine has their territory and Israel has theirs, if it's a war, then why don't they expect to be hit back? But it's not a war. And why won't they refuse to grant a ceasefire? They say they will allow a pause for humanitarian aid. A 4-hour pause daily for humanitarian aid. What the hell is that? Why won't they stop? Who else has to die? It's sad. It's ridiculous. And I want my daughter to go see where her roots are from. I want her to be able to go see where generations and generations of her family came from. I want her to be able to have that. What Jewish kid can say that? None.
And to see my family there, come back. Not just, die in, some bomb that just came randomly for no reason. I want to see it.
Not to mention, they state the claim that it was theirs, they were there first. Well, my question is this. How is it that you were there and you had your own country, but yet Hitler was able to get his hands on you? Because you guys were spread out throughout Europe. You weren't there. They brought you by boat after the Holocaust. So you weren't already there. It wasn't yours. Make that make sense. They said it was always theirs. Well, then why were you in Germany and Austria-Hungary and Poland and being exiled out of those places? If that was yours, if that was mine, I would stay, just like the Palestinians are doing. Land that you have to kill for is not yours. Land that you die for, that's yours.
Thank you so much for speaking with us. All right, we're going to move back here, and I think we're going to take this stream down. Relatives, if you're listening, I think a lot of those stories are probably really familiar, probably handed down to generations of our people. The sit-ins, they go on. This global day of actions, they go on. We just gave the mic to a bunch of folks who just wanted to tell you why they're here. I hope you listened. And as you listen to those stories of displacement, I think that we know what those stories are and what they mean and why we're standing with the Palestinian people as this goes on. I'm going to take this feed down again. My name is Leonard Sosetta. I'm the director of tactical media here. We're here for the week of action, Stop Cop City, but at the same time, as people are fighting that relationship with the Israeli Defense Forces, with the police departments here in Atlanta, people are also in the streets trying to call for a ceasefire, trying to stop the genocide going on in Palestine. So we're going to keep coming out into the streets as we can, showing you what's going on so you get a sense of how big this really is. And again, thanks for joining us today, and we'll probably see you tomorrow. Let's keep following. Talk soon.